Now we have seen how this one plays along in terms of the endpoint exposure. So let me remove this particular class from here. Now let's see how can we introduce a get mapping, which is going to filter by maybe a certain code. So what you're going to do is going to have that, and then we are going to have a get request, and this one is going to have an argument which is going to be product code. And then this particular argument is going to be on the path, so it's going to be /API products, then /product code, and then we are going to get that one as get product. So I'm going just to say get product.
/product code.
It's okay that way. So get product, and then from here we are just to make use of requests. So it's going to be path variable at path variable. So we are going to extract that within the path variable, and then we are going to give it a name of the name is going to be the product code here, and that is what we're going to have here. And then from there we can just assign it to a string product code that way. Then from there we are going to introduce a method which is going to be get product from our product service, and it takes in this particular product code here. And then now instead of us returning a flux, we are going just to return a single object, which is going to be mono, meaning it's a single object. All right. So now with this, we don't have this method, so we are going just to make use of quick fix and create a method within the product service. Then once we go there, we have the method, so we just need the implementer of this interface to do the implementation. So quick fix, add an implemented method. Now from here, what you're going to do is you're going to filter this data and make use of it to return a product. So what you're going to do is going to be you're going to make use of products. So you're going to make use of stream. So we are going to stream the data, and then we are going to filter. Right. Now we are going to expect product, a product. And then with this, we are going just to filter product, which has get product code, get product code, which is going to be this dot equals ignore case. We can ignore the case, and we supply our product. So this one is going to give us the first product code, and in this case it's going to be, what have we missed, dot equals,
let's find first,
and product code, and then we are going just to say dot find first. So we are going to just find the first one. All right. And then this one is going to give us what? It's going to give us a single product. Wherever it finds the first one with that code, then it's going to give us this one. And remember, this one throws an array pointer exception whenever the element selected is null. So you can see the particular nini which is given here. So if the stream has no order, then it will be done. So I think we can just put them into different lines that can be able to see, and then we find the first. So the first element. So we're going just to assign this one var optional product. Right? So it's going to be that. So what we're going to do after searching that, what we're going to do is just make use of optional product dot what we're going to do is just going to be if present. We are just to return if present or else action, and then throws a null pointer. Okay, so we are going to have the first one is going to be the action that we are going to perform if present. Otherwise, we are going to do throw an exception. So what we are going to do is here is going just to say we're going to return mono dot just. Then we are going to receive, I think we usually, if present, picks in a consumer, which is going to have a consumer which is going to be of product response. So we are just to pick this one, and assign it as product. Then you're going just to return that. So that is how you're going to return the consumer object. So we're just going to take in a product, and then it's going to return the mono of that product. All right. So if it's empty, then what you're going to do is just throw. It's an empty runnable, so we're going just to remove that. Then what we're going to do is just throw new illegal argument exception. Yeah, I think that should be it. So just to throw a new illegal argument exception. Okay. So this one. Okay. I think that then we just need to return that. And then this one requires you to do mono, and then ideally the second one should be returning what? Okay, so we are just for now they just return mono.
No, you're supposed to cast your product to a product response code.
Then we are just to say
return say a product
new illegal argument exception for now. I think that
yes, nasema una return a mono of products instead ya mono of product response DTO.
No, that's okay. Basically, we have in first.
No, function yako ina return in
mono of that
product response.
Okay, so let me just simplify this one for you. So what we're going to do is just say if first you can just say optional product dot is present. If it's present, so we just for starters we are just to do if that is present, then we are going to return something. So we are just to say return optional product dot get. So we're going to call that function, but then remember here we are returning a mono, so we need to wrap this one into a mono. So mono dot just. Then we can set that and remove the semicolon and put it at the end. Right, so with that, I think now the else condition will be just to throw. So we are going to throw, that means we didn't find, throw new illegal, so make use of illegal argument exception. Then within this we are just to say we cannot find the product with the supplied code that way, and this will be enough, and we'd have done our application to complete, and this one will be able to filter with that product code, and then if present we are going to do this, and then otherwise we are going to throw an illegal argument exception. So let's save and see that we have our products. So our product service is going to have some few codes. So here we add this particular code, so I'm going just to try and search for that. So I'm going to duplicate this down here. Then you're going to just get product. Alright, and then from here we can just say /002, and when I make this request you'll be able to see I'm able to fetch that particular product. But then let me try to do 004. Be able to see I'm getting an internal server error that this we cannot find the product with supplied code, and we can be able to see a long particular exception. So what we are going to do in the next section, we are going just to see how can we transform this one into a simple payload using the controller advice.